YouTube monetization and making money on YouTube is something more of you want to know about as content creators. So today I'm going to tell you 9 things you probably don't know about YouTube monetization. Number 1, this is a recent update to YouTube monetization that goes under YouTube Shopping. YouTube Shopping used to be the YouTube merch shelf where you could sell print-on-demand products below your videos, but now it's a lot more than that. First of all, you don't have to hit 10,000 subscribers to have access to it. They gave it to every single content creator that has 1,000 subscribers as long as you're monetized and in the YouTube Partner Program. But there is a twist on this. Now you don't just get to sell stuff with Spring for Creators and Spreadshop where I sell my merch. You also get to sell with Shopify, which opens you up to digital products, manufactured and handcrafting products as an option. You also don't get to just sell in the merch shelf below your videos. You also have a new feature with YouTube tagged products. And so this allows people to click directly interactively with the videos and be directed to the ability to buy a product that is featured in the video. This is huge for creators and something you probably didn't know. Number 2, you can earn from YouTube Shorts content without being in the YouTube Partner Program and an officially monetized channel through the YouTube Shorts Creator Fund. Now I need to make a dedicated video about how all of that works. Now this is great news because about roughly 50% of the content creators who are earning from YouTube Shorts aren't even in the YouTube Partner Program, which just means there are more options to earn even if you have like a viral video as a Shorts creator, but you don't quite meet the monetization requirements. So this is good news. And like I said, I need to make a dedicated video about it. Number 3, YouTube taxes. I bet you didn't know that YouTube doesn't pay taxes for you. It doesn't take out any of the money from YouTube earnings. It takes its cut, but it doesn't take any of those earnings for taxes and doesn't pay those for you like an employer. You are not an employee of YouTube. You're an independent contractor. You don't get a W-2. If you're in the United States, you get what's called a 1099, like a freelancer, like when I was doing work for clients. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to pay your own taxes as a YouTube content creator. It's super scary if you're new to this, and I did an entire video all about it. Number 4, YouTube Shorts do not count towards your 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized, or at least most of them don't. YouTube Shorts, they might as well just tell you it doesn't count toward your monetization requirement for the 4,000 watch hours because what they mean is it doesn't count if those are views from the short shelf. But that's where videos go viral and that's how you get all of those views. So that's really what matters here. If it's viewed in the regular watch page on a desktop or laptop, then those views and that watch time counts, but let's be real, that's not the majority of it and it's not going to be, so you might as well just say shorts don't matter when it comes to getting monetized on YouTube unless they help you get the 1,000 subscribers. Number 5, I bet you didn't know all the details of the YouTube revenue splits when you get monetized. If you're a seasoned creator, you probably know this, but for those of you not in the know, when it comes to your ad revenue, it's a 55-45 split between YouTube and the creator gets the 55. We get the lion's share. Yay for us. And that is displayed in your dashboard under your estimated earnings. However, and there's a big however, YouTube takes 30% in some other areas and you get to keep 70%. And those areas are YouTube channel memberships, which some of you may not be familiar with, YouTube super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. But they take $0 of any sales that come from YouTube shopping and you selling products directly to your audience. Number 6, this is one of those things where what you don't know can hurt you a lot. This one is about the YouTube Partner Program and AdSense and what happens when you sign up. If you get this wrong, it's gonna hurt. YouTube needs to confirm your identity. And so the name that you're using for your legal documents and the name on your ID that you submit to confirm that identity, all of it has to match perfectly, or you could find yourself in a position where you never get to claim your YouTube ad revenue. And this has happened to a lot of creators. It's a really bad horror story. You don't want it to be you. The other thing is you need to sign up for your AdSense account from the country that you are a resident of when you do it, because otherwise you also could be in a situation where you never get to claim your YouTube ad revenue. So do not sign up and try to get into the YouTube Partner Program and apply for that while you're in vacation and you're in another country. I wouldn't even do it when you're in another state. do it when you're at home. Just do it that way and call it a day, because you could easily end up in a situation where your identity is not properly confirmed and they just don't pay you your AdSense. So yeah, you might want to just focus on that one. It's really important. I did an entire video about the YouTube monetization process step by step, the application, the approval and review process. If you are even thinking of applying for the YouTube Partner Program, you should probably watch that. You should probably watch that the day that you're actually going to go through the process, because it's that important to get it right. Number 7, there is a way to block specific advertisers that you don't like from advertising on your YouTube channel if you don't want their money. And this is really important if you don't like political ads, or there are people that are doing very scummy ads on your channel and you don't like it. You can actually block them forever. To accomplish this, you do have to go into the AdSense website. As an AdSense publisher, you cannot do this directly from your YouTube channel or your monetization panel there. I wish it would, because that's all YouTubers really understand. They don't ever really go into the AdSense side of it. They don't do anything outside of the YouTube app on their phone or the creator dashboard. So I wish they would just put it there. But you have to log into the AdSense publisher website, and then you can filter down and you can block certain ads. I'm a big fan of blocking political ads, and I've been blocking political ads on this channel for 8 years now. You're welcome. Speaking of 8, here's tip number 8. Did you know that all views on YouTube are not valued equally and do not pay equally? Well, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you actually do know that. Now, this is how drastic it is. It could be the difference for as much as 20 times the amount of money on your YouTube CPM rates that you get for every 1,000 views on your video. You could be in a niche like gaming, for example, and you could gain $1 or $2 CPM rates and be like, at least I'm getting something. You could even be getting up to $5 CPM rates. Or meanwhile, somebody that's in, say, business, real estate, and renovations and home improvement could be getting $20 to $50 CPMs. That's a big leap of difference, and therefore that means that some creators are getting less views but making much more money. And just remember that those of us who make regular content or even live streams and longer form content make a lot more money than people who make shorts or make very, very short videos that it doesn't even make sense to run an ad on. Remember that if you have videos over 8 minutes, you can have multiple ads on the same video. So longer form content podcast, obviously they make more money, but shorter content, less than that, less ads, less ad revenue, even if they got more views. But also the niche that you're in matters a lot too, because even if you get literally millions of more views than another creator, you could be making less than half of the money that they're making. Sometimes you could be making 10 times less, even if you make 10 times more views. So just remember, not all views are valued equally. Which also leads us into number 9. A 9th thing you probably didn't know specifically is that, how drastically this is that YouTube ad rates are not the same depending on where your viewers live. YouTube preferential ads base ad rates and ad revenue based on a lot of the behavior of your audience, but this also includes whether your audience is in a place where they can even see the most profitable advertising. Most of the profitable advertising is done in English-speaking countries and what we call first world countries, along with first world problems. Those have the highest ad rates, they have the highest frequency of monetized views and ads, and views in other countries, there's not ads to serve to them a lot of times, and they're not worth nearly as much, and it's not going to, in most cases, be the overwhelming majority of your audience. So that is something to kind of keep in mind, looking at your audience demographics and understanding the impact that has on your ad revenue. For some of you, there's not a lot you can do about it, but for those of you who might be travel channels, language channels, this is something to consider. And there you go, 9 things you probably didn't know about YouTube AdSense and monetization. In fact, question of the day, how many of these things didn't you know, and which things didn't you know? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, you'll probably like my video on the 8 most profitable niches in YouTube. Also, you probably want to watch my videos on how to make money on YouTube. That playlist and video will be in the description down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.